Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Joe Hindy, the Android Authority App Guy, and welcome back to another episode of Android Apps Weekly. This is episode number 136, so let's get started. An enterprising group of developers have found a way to port exclusive Oculus Rift games to the HTC Vive. So far, 2 games have been ported and they both seem to work rather well. According to Polygon, the game actually played better on the Vive, which we found interesting. You must own the Oculus Rift version of the game before the Vive version will work, and we also liked that. Google Play Music is reportedly going to launch their podcast platform on April 18th. Apparently, there was an embargoed email sent to NPR which was then linked to the general public. In any case, the podcast platform will be a welcome addition, and assuming the leaked emails are correct, we'll see it live on the 18th. Mojang has announced that Minecraft Pocket Edition is going cross-platform through an add-on to the game called Minecraft Realms. The idea is to get everyone from every platform on the same version of Minecraft so we can all play together no matter what system we're rocking. The open beta is out now with no indication on a release date just yet. 2 months ago, Google announced that their safe browsing initiative would do away with phony download buttons and deceptive advertising. This last week, the company finally made good on that promise, and these new features should be rolling out to just about everyone. Once it's done, it should be a cold day in hell before you see another fake download button. Miitomo is having a hell of a release on mobile. The application currently sits with over 4 million downloads, or about 370,000 downloads per day, and makes about $280,000 per week. About 80% of all of that is iOS users, which brings up the old debate as to which platform is actually better for game developers. Nevertheless, the application is doing amazingly well. For even more Android apps and games news, releases, and updates, don't forget to check out this week's newsletter, which is linked in the video description below. There you'll find all of the information that we didn't have time for here. If you'd like, you can sign up for the newsletter using the form which is on the written companion, which is also linked in the video description below, and we'll send it directly to your inbox every Sunday. Alright folks, let's take a look at the apps and games that made a big splash this week. As usual, if you want to check out any of these apps or games, you can find those links in the video description below. HTC Boost Plus is a new application from HTC that is included on many HTC devices and, surprisingly, available to pretty much everyone. The application has a few functions, but its basic premise is that it's another one of those cleaner applications that claims to boost performance, save battery life, and clear out your storage. The good news is that it will actually clear out your cache and junk files, but the bad news is that the rest of it is probably just snake oil. It's free, so you can grab it if you want it. Aurora Quarantine is a new puzzle game where you must roll a ball around and solve some puzzles. The game's immediate claim to fame is its graphics, which are much better than most other puzzle games. The story of the game is that the Earth is polluted and you're essentially a non-copyright infringement version of WALL-E. The controls appear to be a little glitched according to user reviews, but the developers claim that controller supports and better on-screen controls are on the way. It's $1.47 and it has no in-app purchases. You may remember Us 2 as the developers that gave us the smash hit game Monument Valley. Well, this week they have launched an Android Wear watch face maker aptly named FaceMaker. The application gives you 2 watch faces called Classic and Trio, and from there you can customize them to your specifications. There are a number of options, although if you're looking for some hardcore editing, you may need to look elsewhere. It's free with no in-app purchases, so at least there's that. Super Arclight is a minimalist arcade shooter with a ton of colors and lots of spinning. The central premise is that you're a dot rotating around a focal point. Your job is to shoot down bad guys as they try to infiltrate the center. The controls are easy enough. You press to shoot, hold to shoot more, and then you reverse course as soon as you're done shooting. It's challenging and fast-paced, and you can also unlock stuff as you go. It's a decent price and a fun little time waster. Quote is a new RSS reader which is a rarer and rarer occurrence these days. Quote features a minimal style and takes a no-nonsense approach to RSS. It has the capacity to sync to iKnowReader as well as Feedly, and you can manage both feeds from this application. It has the basic controls and settings, including the ability to schedule syncing and a whole lot more. If you go pro, you can get rid of ads, use multiple accounts, and use more of the themes. If you're looking for a simple RSS reader that syncs to Feedly or iKnowReader, this is a good option. And that about does it for this video, folks. If you want to keep watching, we have Josh's HTC 10 review linked up there on the screen, as well as the video description below if you want to check that out. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the newsletter if that's something that interests you, and remember to subscribe to Android Authority because we are your source for all things Android. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a wonderful day.